Yeah. So now we'll begin with the Spring Boot installation. So we'll go to the Eclipse Marketplace. So we got this results. So I need to install this first. It is Spring Tools 3 Standalone Edition 3.9.14 release. So I'm going to install this, and it is giving all the checkboxes. All should be selected. Confirm. Finish. We go to the Eclipse and see this installing. Okay. So it seems installation is complete. To restart. Okay. So now we got the Spring installation complete, Spring Boot, and now we are set. We are going to create a new Spring Boot project. So for that you need to go to the file, new, other, and here type Spring. Inside Spring Boot you have this option, select Spring Starter project and go to next. So in this you don't have to do anything, just you have to select the right version. Java 8 is installed in my system, so I'm selecting 8. You can select the version which is in your system and go to next. Here is the time to select the dependencies. So I got 3 dependencies here I have to select. First one is Spring Web. Spring Web I selected, and next one is Spring Security, and last one Spring Boot Dev Tools. So what all I selected are listed here, and I'll go to the next, click on finish. Now it will load the project. Okay, so now we got the project installed and ready. Now we'll create a controller class here. First we'll go to the default package and we'll select the new class here, and we want the controller in different package, so I'll name it as a controller package inside this demo only, and the class name I gave is home controller, and here I click on finish. So controller class is created. So I want to mark this as a controller. For that I use rest controller, so that Spring will identify that it is a controller. So for this it is giving error because we don't have the import. So if you want to remove this error, just hover on that error and it will give you suggestions like that. This Eclipse thing, and inside this controller I will create a new method, public string hello, and inside this method I'll return a string, return some string. I'll welcome message, welcome to Spring Security. This is the output we are expecting, and for this method I give some annotation for mapping. I'll map this one, so for that I use get mapping, and inside this I will give that hello. I'll give it as a hello, and again here there is an error. To remove this error we need to just hover and select that suggested one. So we got the two annotations for the two dependencies. One is REST controller and another one is get mapping. And now we are ready to run the project. Okay. So now to run the project, simply click on the project and say run as Spring Boot app. And when you run it, you have to observe in the console, and you see here port number is 8080 that we need to use in the while launching in the browser. So it is run. If it is showing this message, started demo application in these seconds, it means the project is executed successfully. And let's launch this one in the browser. I'll go to the browser and run it. So I'll type localhost 8080, and this hello is the one which I gave inside this method in the controller. I'll run. Now it will not directly display the welcome message, but it will take you to the sign in because it is a Spring security thing. So it will give you the login page first. You need to write the credentials. So by default, the username is user. Please remember that the default username is user, and the password is you. If you want password, you need to go to the console, and here you see here there's a password printed here. This is a default password given by the Spring itself. So you need to select, copy, and paste it here, and sign in. Now you see here the welcome message is printed, which we typed here. Welcome to Spring Security. So this is the basic setup, basic running of the Spring application. And if you want to customize the username and password, if you want to define your own credentials, you can also do that. We have that provision. For that, you need to go to src main resources application.properties file. So here, if you want to change the username and password, for example, I write Spring. By default, the username is user. So Spring security, you need to type. After security, you need to type user. So it will automatically give you suggestions. Double click on that, and suppose you want to give username your own. Suppose I'm saying ABC, and password. I don't want that lengthy complex password. I want to give some simple password. So I give dot password. It is XYZ. I save it and I stop the server, and rerun the application. So I say run as Spring Boot app. So it is started. Now you check you don't have anywhere password printed because we have customized it. So now I'll go to the browser. New username password is working or not. So username we gave as ABC and the password XYZ. Now you see it is printing welcome message. If I go back and give reverse, if I give wrong credentials here, for example, if I give reverse, it will say bad credentials. So this is how it works. If you want to customize the password, you can do same way. Suppose now I'm using the port number as 8080. If I have to use some other ports, for example, I want to change. So if I have to change the port, now I'm using 8080. If I have to use different port, for example 8081, so I say server.port, and here I give 8081 and save it, and again I'll stop the server and rerun.
Yeah.
So it is started now. Let's try to run this in different some incognito mode because it might be using a cache. So I'll first use with the same old port and see if it is running or not. 8080. So it is not running. So let's try with the new port 8081. So now we'll type ABC XYZ credentials. Now it is running successfully. So this is how the Spring setup works. So that's it for this video. If you like it, please like and subscribe and follow our channel for more such videos. Thank you.